So now I'm gonna take you guys around Times Square, the Empire State Building, all that stuff. You're gonna see some uptown New York, or midtown actually. See, right there is the Chrysler building. I don't know if you can make it out. It's hidden behind all these other buildings. Look, right here actually, they're having, this is the Madison Square Garden. Madison Square Garden right now. They're having the NFL draft today. Round 1 was yesterday. Today they're having rounds 2, 3, and 4 maybe. No, I think just 2 and 3. Then tomorrow is 4, 5, and 6. I don't know. Here, it is hard to get around. Now, that big rat in the back of that truck probably means they're having some type of protest. Usually that's the some type of union protest. That's usually the reason why they have that. See if I can share lanes with this guy here. Cool. These lanes are too narrow. I don't know if I could squeeze in here. Okay, that's the Chrysler. If you see that building with the tip right there, that's the Chrysler building. This is Times Square. This is not the main part. The main part, I think I gotta make a left right here. And then you'll see the part that you'll recognize. This is the block behind it. The whole area is just very busy. And really sucky to go through. This will be best done on a bicycle. I'll do the best I can here. These potholes. Oh man, someone's gonna run me over. Will it be the taxi or the truck that runs me over? Stay tuned and find out. That's Times Square right there, the main part. That's this building's where they dropped the New Year ball. Is that the new Corvette? No, the new Camaro. That's the new Camaro, and that's the new Corvette. Oh man, the new Corvette looks nice. Look at that. The new Camaro looks nice too, but not that different from the old one. I mean, the Corvettes, it's rare that they'll change anything in the Corvette, you know. And there, that's a big change. Look at that styling, it looks a lot more modern. I was waiting to see when they were going to do something to it. I'm going to try to hang a left wherever I can here. So we could go through the actual Times Square. It would be easier said than done because they have a lot of closed streets, and in Times Square itself they have one street that's blocked off. It's for pedestrian only. So I think actually I have to go in by the north and come south. I don't. Right now I'm south of it. I don't think you're able to go north into it. Yeah, I'm gonna go all the way up, I think, and then see if I could take a stroll down Broadway. You can see some nice things. You know, here in New York, as in New Jersey, where I live, they have helmet laws. I was surprised a couple of months ago I went to South Carolina and I saw that they had no helmet laws. And you know, it was kind of strange here in America to see like people on motorcycles in the highway and no helmet. I mean, I don't support helmet laws. It's really, I think it should be your choice. Now, I still think it's really stupid to not wear a helmet. But hey, a lot of things are stupid. And you know, obviously if that's what you want to do for whatever reason, I wouldn't. But the thing about that is, I mean, you're gonna die. If you fall and hit your head at those speeds, there's no hope for you. You're dead. But here in New Jersey and New York, they, you know, personal freedoms don't fly. So you are not allowed to do that type of stuff. They'll get you a ticket. But the only thing is in New York, I don't know how much is the ticket, but in New Jersey, the ticket's not that much. It's only, I think, $25, which is like nothing compared to all the other tickets you get around here, which are hundreds of dollars. So maybe it's not that serious of a law, but at the same time, I guess even when you don't have a helmet on, you should always keep a helmet like in the back, because if you do get pulled over and they give you a ticket for not having the helmet on, I think then you're supposed to put the helmet on so that you could go on your way. But if you don't have a helmet at all, then like, what would you do? I don't think they would let you get back on the road like that. Like, I think ultimately you would probably get your motorcycle towed or something, or they'll tell you to go to a store and buy a helmet and come back and drive your motorcycle away. In New Jersey, they're very repressive of motorcycles, I think. And the majority, you're like, the tolls that you have to pay, there's no like half discount for motorcycles. New York actually does have, I think, a 50% discount for them. But in New York, I know you have to pay really high insurance for motorcycles, which I don't know why, but I've heard, like, I think their registration too is a lot. You know, in New Jersey, they do get at you with the registration. It's for a car is like 30 bucks, 35 bucks, and for a motorcycle it's $65 to register. You know, and it really doesn't make sense, like, why you would do that. I mean, why? What the hell is even the point of registering something? But then pay double for something that is gonna, basically you're using half the amount of road than a car. You're doing much less damage. Like, a car is like a couple tons rolling down the street. That's wearing out the road a lot faster than my 300-pound motorcycle. So I don't understand, you know, why shouldn't you incentivize like riding motorcycles? And because it's going to be less of a cost on the road and all that. Like, maybe the reason is because they say, oh well, people on motorcycles fall and crash and that costs money. Cars, when a car crashes, it shuts down all 4 lanes, you know. A motorcycle, well, I guess if it's a fatality it does, but I don't think it's really worse than cars when you think about it. And I mean, I'm not saying we need a special privilege, but at least it should be the same price, not more expensive for the motorcycle. Doesn't make sense. wonder if I'm allowed in the bike lane. I'm not gonna go on it. Cause you know, that's... Actually, I mean, they have the drawing of a bicycle, but it looks similar to what I look like on my motor. Why the fuck are you stopping in the middle of the road like that? There's nobody in front of him. He just stops like that. I hate that. But the picture down there looks like a bicycle, obviously. But I could tell, like, the cop be like, "Hey, I thought that was a motorcycle. I mean, 2 wheels." I think is an excuse I can make. And actually, I have seen here in New York, yeah, Chinese delivery people, mostly, not to be racist or anything, but they have these a lot of bicycles with little tiny motors on them, which I see going through this lane all the time. This is the situation. Can't get through. This is the Radio City Music Hall. Oh, come on. Hey, you know, maybe I am allowed here. That guy in the bike, he wasn't mad that I was in the bicycle lane. I know, I used to come here before I had a motorcycle. I used to come here with my bicycle all the time. And I would get so pissed off at, like, cars getting in the lane, or like those people back there, pedestrians being in the bike lane. But I never really encountered a motorcycle in the bike lane, and I don't know how I would have felt about it. I mean, they're not supposed to. I don't think that motorcycles are allowed on a bicycle lane, but I don't think I would be that upset. I mean, at least they do have 2 wheels, so I wouldn't be as mad. But when you come to New York, the best ways to get here, one, I think the best way is by bicycle. Second best way, motorcycle. Third best is by train or walking, you know, mass transit. And then coming by car is just not an option. I mean, if you come by car, you gotta pay the toll, which is like $15 to cross the tunnel. Then you can't find parking anywhere, or if you do find parking, it's like $1 for every 10 minutes, which is really expensive. And you know, it's you have to deal with all this traffic if you come by car. You have no hope of getting around. You're honestly, depending on the time, you're better off walking. But bicycle is actually the best way. It's even better than motorcycle, because you could use the sidewalks. You could fit really between any cars. You know, you got the bike lane all over New York. You've got bike lanes. There's actually on the west side a whole like bike trail, which takes you the entire length of the island. See all these people crossing? You can't get around them by car. You just gotta deal with it. Alright, now we're on Broadway. And here's Times Square. Again. Look at all that. I came here once to watch a ball drop, and it's totally not worth it. You just stand in the cold for hours, and that's just for a spot that's like 5 blocks away. And you barely see the ball drop, and you get a much better view just on TV. And you know, you could be with your friends somewhere like much more fun than just standing out here. There's no bathrooms even, actually. Like, I think they had like a portable bathroom, but you would never be able to get to it. It was way too big. You know what? I think I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna go around with some tourists. And let me give you just one good view of everything here. There you go. That Mickey Mouse down there, that's the Disney store. Peace out.